Brady at age 42, about to be 43, is as amazing and as relevant as ever, the biggest free agent quarterback that we've ever seen, because Peyton Manning, at least when he was a free agent, he was having concerns over how his surgically repaired neck would do. When was the last time you texted with Tom, Charlie?
Well, I mean, I texted him. I sent him a text yesterday, but I mean, I texted him last week just to say how comical I thought it was that he was the story, and then he texted back to me. He goes, "No one knows anything." And I said, well, I mean, not according to all the experts. They all seem to think they have the answer. And he goes, well, then go clean it up. So that's what I did. I went on radio that day and said, look it. I go, I didn't talk to Tommy. We traded texts. He told me that no one knows anything. And believe me, I would not have said that no one knows anything if I truly felt that he already knew what he was doing. I really believe that he doesn't know what he's doing yet. I'm sure he's done the research because he does his due diligence. But even though he's done the research, I don't think he has any idea what he's doing yet.
And I agree with you. I don't think so either. But you would definitely be expert not only in what Brady's mindset would be, and you got that straight from the horse's mouth via text just a few days ago, but the tendencies of Belichick, you must know those inside and out, and the sense that Robert Kraft is not going to be placing any of his influence towards the end on making something happen. He's just going to delegate and leave this up to Bill. What do you think Bill's mindset is going into this whole scenario, Charlie?
Well, you got to remember, Bill, even though, look, he's well aware of all the nuances and the ramifications and the relationships and the legacy. You know, he's well aware of all those things. It's not like he's oblivious to those. But Bill has a very, very unique ability to separate church and state. And by that, I mean, you know, when it comes down to making a business decision, he makes a business decision. So, you know, now as this timing has changed with the CBA vote and the tags and, you know, when free agency actually starts, I think the window has shrunk into basically a Sunday, Monday, a Sunday money really conversation. You know, once the CBA is approved, which I believe it's going to be, you'll know what the rules are. Or if it wasn't approved, you know what the rules are going to be.
Right.
And then, you know, by the 18th, they have to have made this decision, the two of them, because after the 18th, I don't think it becomes. It doesn't seem to fit financially once that $13.5 million cap hit comes, and then you'd have to tag on top of that. That doesn't seem to make much sense.
Yeah, and that kicks in once the new league year officially begins, and that's what does absolutely make it, as you point out, something that has to happen before that. And obviously the window about what the rules are going to be has made that window even smaller, as you just pointed out. Charlie Weis here on the Rich Eisen Show. What do you make, however, of the notion that Tom would like it to be church and state? He wants to feel the love here, that it's more than just a business decision for him. So why is it a business decision specifically for New England, and how that may meet? Charlie, what do you think of that?
You don't know that. You don't know that, and I don't know that. You know, we don't know for sure what he's thinking. I mean, it's not like he's sitting there telling people what he's thinking.
Right.
I mean, the only people he's talked to, you know, is his agent, you know, his wife, and, you know, maybe his business partner. But other than that, he's not telling anyone what he's thinking. He's not sharing that with people, even the people he's closest with. I mean, they'll find out when everyone else finds out. So when everyone acts like, well, this is what Tommy wants, he's never told anyone that. You've never heard it from his mouth.
That's true.
You've never heard it from the people who represent him. You've just heard it from people like you and I, Rich, that we have our conjecture of what he wants, but we really don't know for sure. What he wants is to get paid. I mean, not that I think that that's the most important thing, because from knowing him, the most important thing to him is winning another ring. So wherever he goes, he wants to be in a position where he can win another ring, whether that be New England or somewhere else. But at the end of the day, unless you hear it from him, or unless you hear it from Bill, all it is conjecture.
And there's just a lot of empty time to fill before then, right, Charlie? To try and figure out what tendencies are here and what people have said in the past and how sensitive they have been to the subject matter, and it just leaves us all here to speculate.
Hey, there's going to be people that are right because everyone's guessing something. So there are going to be a handful of people that are right in their guess. But I think that Bill's continuing to do his work. I think Tommy's continuing to do his work. I think that they'll have a meeting of the minds once the CBA is decided. They'll have a meeting of the mind. They'll say, here's the game plan, and then Tommy is either going to say he can come back and say, well, here's what I like, and if they can come to an agreement, they will. And if they won't, they'll shake hands and say thank you for everything and move on their way. This is not going to be a cold, miserable breakup or anything like that. I think they've both been around for a long time and have worked very well together and had huge success. And I think that this will not be one of those ones where everyone tells everyone to go to hell and walks away. That's not the way this will happen.
So we shouldn't.
I personally hope he ends up just staying in New England, but I don't know whether or not that's going to be the way this is going to play out.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel that maybe after 20 years, everybody wants to hear a different voice. That's just the sense I get. And again, you're right. Tom's not telling this to anybody. He's certainly not telling it to me. It's just what I hear and what I guess and what I suppose, and just trying to read into the fact that we have reached this point, right? I mean, that the Patriots could have put something on the table over the last several weeks and just didn't. Or we do.
The one thing that is cool though, Rich.
Yeah, Charlie.
If he does go. This is going to be exciting, because if he does go, okay, what do the Patriots do? Is Stidham their quarterback? Do they go get a veteran quarterback? What do they do? And what happens wherever he goes? That starts this whole trickle down effect, where now all the pieces start falling in places around the league. So for this time of year to have one guy be able to have that type of a ripple effect, I mean, that intrigues me. I'm kind of excited. Either way, I'm kind of excited to see what happens.